Hello and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm in a little bit of a somber mood because I have to record this twice. The first time, I don't know what happened. My audio wasn't there. So I'm recording the show a second time. But you know what? Hey, I got my trial rundown and I'm ready to give you the show once again. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy with promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app for a 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000. Literally the best deposit match bonus you're going to get. It's obviously there's other deposits match bonuses out there for other podcasts. They're not better than 50%. All the SGPN shows have that. And then a lot of other shows that have bigger audiences have smaller promo codes than what I got here. So very happy with that one. All right, today we got NBA, NHL, MLB, college hoops, tennis, lotto entry, and a Dong Squad entry. Once again, we hit one of our guys on the Dong Squad yesterday. Shohei Ohtani made it dramatic. End of the game. Closed that thing out. Curtain call for Shohei Ohtani. Bottom of the ninth inning, hits that home run, and the Dodgers get the win. But I will say, we've been pretty good at choosing at least one or more home run hitter every single day on this show since the MLB season has been underway. As always, I recommend flexing the Dong Squad because you want to get paid when you go 2 out of 3 on those. Going 3 out of 3 is very, very hard, which is why the odds are so long. All right, let's get into it with MLB entry number 1 today. Jasson Dominguez higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against Merrill Kelly and the D-backs. I think Jasson Dominguez is in a good spot to make some plays here. I think that he's got guys in front of him that'll be on base due to walks, and I think there's going to be guys behind him that can drive him home if he gets on. So let's go Jasson Dominguez higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're going to pair that with Matt McLain of the Reds against Nestor Cortes higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. As we know, Nestor Cortes had one of the most forgettable games you'll ever see last week against the Yankees in the Bronx. Gave up 1 billion home runs. I think Matt McLain is going to do just fine against this lefty. Higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Matt McLain. Higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Jasson Dominguez. 3.33x multiplier. MLB entry number 2, we're going to go with Cody Bellinger, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's done well against Merrill Kelly in the past. We're going to ride that wave here and hope he continues to do it with his new squad, the Yankees. And then, it's just past success. Merrill Kelly, I think, is a good pitcher. I think that the first 5 innings are going to be tough, but I think Bellinger is going to be swinging hard all 9 innings of this game, and Merrill Kelly ain't going to be there all 9 innings. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros as they take on the Twins, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Decent matchup against Joe Ryan, who's a very underrated pitcher, but he's had success against him in the past. I think that can happen again, obviously. So that's what we're looking at there. And then, I just think that the weather is going to be tough there, but I think Yordan is a good enough hitter, has enough power, enough pop that he's going to be fine hitting in those conditions in Minneapolis. 3x multiplier on Bellinger, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Yordan Alvarez, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. NBA entry number 1, Franz Wagner, higher than 23.5 points against the Wizards. I think both him and Paolo Banchero are going to have good games against the Wizards. Wizards got a big win yesterday. Don't hold your breath waiting for that to happen again. That's all I'll say there. So yeah, give me the man, the myth, the legend, Franz Wagner, higher than 23.5 points against the Wizards. And then Anthony Edwards, higher than 26.5 points against the Nets. Obviously, you worry about blowout and him not playing much in the fourth quarter there. But again, I think that if they're in the blowout scenario, it's largely because this guy probably has a pretty good game. So if he's got to get 27 or more points for us, that's a 3x multiplier. NBA entry number 2, Austin Reaves, higher than 19.5 points. He has benefited immensely from Luka joining the team because people worry about LeBron, people worry about Luka, and Austin Reaves has been able to get buckets a lot easier now that he doesn't have to be like a secondary option. He can be a third option and explode in that spot. So give me Austin Reaves higher than 19.5 points. And I'm going to pair that with RJ Barrett, higher than 1.5 3-pointers made in this game for the Raptors as they take on Portland at home. RJ Barrett has obviously missed some time. He's back in the lineup here, so I expect him to get back to work, hit 2 3-pointers at home. Welcome back to big minutes, RJ Barrett. 2.82x multiplier on that one. All right, NHL entry number 1. I'm going to ride the wave with Robert Thomas once again, higher than 0.5 assists. I believe his last games, he had an assist in overtime in the last game. He had 2 assists previous game, 2 assists previous game, 3 assists, 3 assists. He has been an assist machine lately. I think with the Penguins coming to town, Tristan Jarry off the shutout, don't look for that to happen again. Good chance for Robert Thomas to get an assist here. And then Nathan MacKinnon, higher than 1.5 points. We saw Nathan MacKinnon get 1 assist last night against the Blackhawks in that pretty crazy game. Let's see if he can do it again here. I obviously think that there's going to be lots of goals available against Merzlikins and the Blue Jackets. So let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog. Get that assist for us, Nathan MacKinnon. Get 2 points, a goal and assist, 2 assists, 2 goals, whatever. I don't care. 3.18x multiplier. NHL entry number 2, Leon Draisaitl, higher than 0.5 goals. Leon Draisaitl, top goal man in the NHL against the Sharks. There's going to be lots of goals available. I'm not going out on a limb to say that. There's going to be lots of goals available. So I'm going to take, Draisaitl higher than 0.5 goals. Then I'm taking Mikael Granlund of the Stars higher than 0.5 points against those crazy Nashville Predators who are absolutely terrible. I think there's going to be 3 or 4 goals available. I think Granlund is going to get a point on one of them. That is a 3x multiplier. Then we're going to go to NCAA basketball entry number 1. We're going to go with Bent Luechten, higher than 14.5 points for UC Irvine in the NIT championship. Bent Luechten, higher than 14.5 points against Chattanooga. Chattanooga can shoot well from the perimeter. I don't know if they have a good matchup on the inside for Bent Luechten. So I'm backing him here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or more points. I don't care. Just 15 or more for Bent Luechten. And then Wooga Poplar of Villanova, higher than 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists against USC. I just don't think they're a very solid defensive team. So I like my chances here with Wooga Poplar, higher than 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That is a 3x multiplier. Tennis entry number 1, Alex Michelsen, lower than 0.5 sets lost against Adrian Mannarino, a.k.a. Old Mannarino. Mannarino, not a clay player. He's not been much of any surface player lately. I think in America, Alex Michelsen is going to be able to get it done. Mannarino went 1-1 in the qualies. He was a lucky loser. He beat Yannick Hampfen. Good for him. But I think it's going to be a totally different animal against Michelsen, who is having a very solid season. Then Madison Keys, higher than 21 games played against Anna Kalinskaya on clay. I think Keys is going to go deep. I think that we can do this in 2 sets, but obviously there's a very high chance that if we get to a 3rd set, we're going to hit this. And I do think we're going to see 3 sets here against Kalinskaya, 2.52x multiplier. Tennis entry number 2, Daria Kasatkina, higher than 21.5 games played. Kasatkina hasn't seen a match that she hasn't wanted to drag out into the mud. She's going against Sophia Kenin here. Very good chance we had 3 sets. There's going to be a billion breaks of serve in this match. So give me higher than 21.5 games played for Kasatkina against Kenin. Then Francis Tiafoe, higher than 22.5 games played against Adam Walton. I just don't think Tiafoe is a dominant player right now. He's obviously won Houston before, but I imagine 3 sets are going to happen here. I imagine tie breaks are going to be in play. So higher than 22.5 games played for Tiafoe, with Kasatkina higher than 21.5 games played, 3x multiplier. Lotto entry number 1. We are going to be digging deep into the Lotto entries here. We're going to go with, actually it's a longer one. It's a five pick entry. But we're going to Anthony Edwards, higher than 3.5 3-pointers made against the Nets. That is hand in hand with our points pick. Paolo Banchero, higher than 27.5 points. I think that both he and Franz Wagner are going to have huge games. So Paolo Banchero higher than 27.5 points. Hunter Brown plus Joe Ryan, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. That game's at 4 Eastern. Keep an eye on that one in the Astros against Twins. And then Mikko Rantanen, higher than 0.5 goals for the Stars. Jordan Kyrou, higher than 0.5 goals for the Blues. 31.78x multiplier, but flex it. 15.89x if it goes 5 for 5. 4.31x if it goes 4 for 5. Dong Squad, most fun part of the day. Everyone loves sweating out home runs. We're on Yordan Alvarez, higher than 0.5 home runs against Joe Ryan. He's had success against this pitcher in the past. I think it's going to keep up here. Then Cody Bellinger, as I said, he's also had success against Merrill Kelly in the Bronx, higher than 0.5 home runs for Cody Bellinger here in Yankee Stadium with that short porch. And then last one, Rhys Hoskins, higher than 0.5 home runs against the Reds and Nick Lodolo. You know Rhys Hoskins only swinging for power. I think that in the home court against a guy like Lodolo who can give up some hard contact, it's a good spot to take a shot. 125.05x if it goes 3 for 3. As always, I recommend flexing these. 6.52x if it goes 3 for 3. 9.47x if it goes 2 for 3. Let's get the Dong Squad hot streak going right here and do it again on tomorrow when we have more games. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for listening, and let's make some money.